morning, South Africa. I greet you all from PfunzoSciencekit. One would ask, who is PfunzoSciencekit? PfunzoSciencekit, we are a company based in South Africa, in Gauteng province. We are an international player with footprints across the SADC countries and looking to grow further. We are a supplier of innovative 21st century educational tools for mathematics and science teaching. Our vision is to support a sustainable future for generations. Our focus is on a niche market whose focus goes beyond textbook teaching. We believe in activity-based learning and application of relevant contextual science and mathematics teaching and learning. We advocate for the application of 21st century teaching and learning skills in education to create global and competitive future adaptable learners. Training of teachers at primary school level is on general science. Specialization is only happening for teachers at higher levels of schooling, like post-primary school. Specialization is in life science and chemistry in those levels, post-primary or key stage 8 to 12. Most mathematics teachers are not trained or under-trained in the subject. Most schools are not a thinking environment. There's failure to deal with learner levels of concern at the beginning of programs of learning. The struggle to reconcile personal beliefs with science. These are some of the challenges. It's a minefield. The challenges are much, much greater. So what are the results of these challenges? We get mediocre output, lack of critically thinking learners, poor innovation skills, poor prediction and anticipation skills by learners. There's lack of problem-solving capacity by our learners. There's poor collaboration skills in working in fields of science and mathematics. Surface cognitive communication skills are what you find. We end up having more readers and writers and less thinkers and doers. And the world needs thinkers and doers. So the question is, what do we need to do? So as Funzo was saying, we need thinking schools. In our schools, people should be allowed to think. Schools should create what you call a culture of thinking. The next thing that we need also is for schools to develop what you call STEAM policies of the 21st century. When I talk about STEAM, I talk about science, technology, engineering, art and culture, and mathematics policies of the 21st century. Our schools have to adopt e-awareness policies of the 21st century. We need to change science teaching from identifying test tubes and beakers and shift from the traditional scientific method. We need to use science teaching and learning to teach 21st century skills. We also need strong 21st century lesson design, lessons that go beyond the classroom. We need to teach mathematics and science for life purposes. We need to change the teacher requirements, recruitment, and qualification strategies. School construct should be a support and a motivational environment to achieve a learning goal. We need to see our schools as an ecosystem, not a linear structure. So there are things that we need to do to close this gap. So we're saying we need to rethink school educational strategy. Our focus has to be on how do we change the behavior, because teaching is a practice. We need to change the behavior, the practice of teaching and learning. We need to be more obsessed with learning than with teaching. We need to skill teachers on the 21st century lesson design processes. We need to teach science and mathematics lessons that change the world. We need to position activity-based learning and contextualized mathematics teaching in the center of teaching. 21st century critical core skills should form the foundation for science and mathematics teaching. And we're saying how things are done has to be 21st century aligned. We got to think of the future to create future adaptable global learners. So we're saying our science, technology, and mathematics toolkit and the solutions we provide are like technology, are not meant to replace a teacher. A teacher remains a pedagogue. But teachers who use our offering, who use our development, who use our kits, who use the method that we propose that they use, will replace those who don't. That's our message.
For more information, kindly use the contact details that appear on the screen.
Go itse go le gontsi, o ka ikgolaganya le rona ka go dirisa nngwe ya ditsela tse di tlhagelelang fa tlase mo screening.
Vir meer inligting, gebruik die kontakbesonderhede wat op die skerm verskyn.
Ukuthola ulwazi oluningi, sebenzisa imininingwane evela esibukweni.